Vic Sotto and other Eat Bulaga hosts cries as Yaya Dub bids goodbye. This video will make you cry. As Yaya Dub bids goodbye to Eat Bulaga to go to the province, Vic Sotto, Tito and Allan K was caught crying with the famous Kalyeserye Scene. On Wednesday episode of Kalyeserye, as Alden Richards returned after a long week of absence, Tito, Vic and Allan K was not able to hold their tears as Yaya Dub says goodbye for a while. The supposed to be a funny and happy scene turned emotional as the love team Aldub experienced another heartbreaking event in their love team. That's life. Sometimes we will experience hardships and trials, sometimes we will face many obstacles, and sometimes we will feel that life is turning us down. Thanks to Yaya Dub, Alden and the Kalyeserye. It's a reminder for us to be strong every time we face these kind of situations. Said by one of the commentator. Watch the video of Vic Sotto, Tito and Allan K crying over the love team Aldub below. Invite you to watch the video. Priest gave free housing for the poor for 6 decades, received something nobody expected. Must read. After providing free housing to the poor for 6 decades, a German priest has been chosen to receive the prestigious St. Teresa Award for the year 2016. Father Leo Schmidt, 88 years old, was born in Germany. However, when he got assigned in the Philippines to be a parish priest, he became very close to the natives. He has been staying in the Philippines for almost 60 years. He is also acknowledged as a Filipino citizen. Father Leo also established a foundation known as the Samahang Bagong Buhay Foundation. Because of this, he was able to gather enough funds to buy land and turn it into a relocation site for unfortunate people. There were more than 1,000 families who were able to transfer to the 5 relocation site. Noon wala na po kong matirahan, dun ko po nakita, nasabi ko, talagang mabait Diyos. Talagang si Father Leo talaga yung binigay niyang instrumento sa amin, Nila Galit said, one of the beneficiary of Father Leo, during an interview. Father Leo's deep commitment to the poor was the reason was awarded the St. Teresa Award 2016. The award was given by JCI Manila and it was their 29th year of giving the award. The late Cardinal Sin also received an award. What they saw was his contribution and the number of families he helped, Joe Valencia from JCI Manila said. Father Leo met Mother Teresa twice, once in Manila and the other in India. Father Leo said in an interview, the result was a turnaround. From Makasarili, Makatrid Makadiyos. Father Leo also gave half of the 1 million that he received alongside the St. Teresa Award to a home for the aged in Antipolo. Invite you to watch the video. Pinoy Pride 38, Masterful Nietes made a successful debut in the flyweight division. During the main event of Pinoy Pride 38 at the StubHub Center in Carson, California on Saturday, September 24, Sunday, September 25 in Manila, Donnie Anas Nietes, the longest reigning Filipino world champion, made a successful debut in the flyweight division, outpointing ex-world champion Mexican fighter Edgar Sosa with a masterful performance. In first outing as 112-pound competitor, Nietes defeated Sosa via unanimous decision, receiving 3 120-108 marks across the panel and claimed the WBO Intercontinental Flyweight belt in the process. Nietes proved to be more superior boxer than Sosa as the Mexican stalwart had no answer to the Filipinos' methodical offense. With the impressive victory over Sosa, Nietes improves his professional record to a January 4 39-22 KOs and captures the vacant WBO International Flyweight title. Sosa, meanwhile, dropped to 52-10. Invite you to watch the video. Left him after he resigned from work. Her husband's reason for resigning isn't what she expected. These days, more and more married couples are deciding to end their relationship for some reasons. Some are contented with what their partner could give them, so they ended up leaving them and looking for someone better. Now, a story of a married couple who decided to call it quits has now been circulating online. The said story is about a wife who wrote a letter to her husband saying that she decided to leave her husband after she knew that he resigned from work. She says that she could no longer live with a man who has no plans for their future. She then decided to leave him and be with her husband's friend named Edward. Wife left him after he resigned from work. Her husband's reason for resigning isn't what she expected. Wife left him after he resigned from work. Her husband's reason for resigning isn't what she expected. In response to her letter, her husband wrote another letter saying that he had to resign from work after he won $275 million from the lottery and that he's already planning to bring her to their new home in Tirapura. He also told her that he bought 50 units of Toyota Vios that he'll be using as taxi and Uber. In the end, her husband introduced her new employee who washes his clothes. Invite you to watch the video. Miriam Defensor Santiago passes away at 71. Former Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago passed away Thursday morning after battling lung cancer. She was 71. She died this morning in her sleep. She was unconscious when she passed away, her husband, Narciso Jun Santiago told the Inquirer. He said Santiago passed away at St. Luke's Medical Center in Taguig City, where she had been taken on and off for complications of her ailment. Santiago was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer in 2014. Senator Grace Poe, who was presiding over the hearing of the Senate Committee on Public Information and Mass Media, confirmed Santiago's passing during its hearing on the Freedom of Information Bill. Poe paused the hearing to offer a prayer for her former colleague. "I would like to ask we take a moment of silence to pray for the soul of an esteemed, a respected courageous colleague, a woman who had helped us in the past pass the Freedom of Information Bill. May we pray for Senator Santiago. She passed away a few minutes ago," she said. Invite you to watch the video. Nanito, Oscar and Jesse Ready for Gunfight at Thomas and Mack, by David A. Avila. Standing on the stage, Nanito Donaire, Oscar Valdez and Jesse Magdaleno all mugged for a photo looking like a trio of gunslingers, for a wanted poster. Minus Japan's Hiroshige Osawa, another notorious puncher, that's serious firepower. All four will be exchanging shells when they meet for 2 world titles on November 5, at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. The top-rank fight card will be shown on pay-per-view. Manny Pacquiao challenges WBO World Welterweight Champion Jesse Vargas, in the main event. Most won't know or won't remember the salad days of television of the 1950s and early 60s when Old West-themed television shows ruled the airwaves. Every channel had about a dozen. To be frank, this fight card reminds me of the Wild West. Take the flashy Donner for instance. He arrives threaded like a robber baron from the 19th century. If you ever saw Have Gun Will Travel, the Filipino dandy has that paladin look to him. Outside of the boxing ring he can mingle with the millionaires. But inside, he's as deadly as they come. The TV character Paladin carried a business card that said Have Gun Will Travel and lived in San Francisco in the horse and carriage days. You call Donner's number and he's on his way. But at home or in a press conference he's dressed like a rich thespian. "I take pride when I dress up. When I dress up I dress as a gentleman," said Donner. "I take pride in who I am and what I am as a professional fighter, and I dress up." You got to dress up with style. But when the gloves come on, Donner has taken no prisoners. Despite entering the prize ring for 15 years for a total of 40 professional bouts, Donner has only tasted defeat 3 times. Yes, only 3 times. The gunslingers who managed to beat him in the last 10 years were Guillermo Rigondeaux and Nicholas Walters. In other words, you better come strapped well. "It doesn't matter if you're 100-0, I'm ready," said Donner at the Conga Room in downtown Los Angeles. "If you step inside that ring, I'm ready." Magdaleno, 24, is the left-handed young gun from the wild streets of Las Vegas. He's a 21st-century Billy the Kid who has blasted out 17 foes inside the ropes, including back-to-back featherweights. This match will be in the 122-pound super bantamweight division for Donner's WBO belt, and he says he's ready. "I'm going up against a great fighter," said Magdaleno. "We're more than ready for November 5th. Magdaleno recently switched training camps and now works with Manny Robles Jr. at the Rock Boxing Gym in Carson. The training facility is filled with dozens of championship-caliber prize fighters like WBO featherweight world titleist Oscar Sanchez. "Training alongside Oscar Sanchez only gets me more motivated," said the quick, trigger-fingered Magdaleno. Sanchez, 25, just recently blasted out another young gun in Argentina's Marcias Rueda, who had knocked out 23 out of 26. But the Sonoran Desert fighter was too quick for the Argentine knockout artist and KO'd the South American in less than 2 rounds. Now, the fighter from Nogales, which is ironically located about 57 miles from the gunslinging town of Tombstone, Arizona, is set to face Japan's Osawa, who has stretched 9 consecutive opponents. There's no room for hesitation or squeamishness. But Valdez looks to be the king of the West, and though the Japanese thumper has that look of danger, the former Mexican, Olympian, seems to thrive on menacing situations. "I've got a lot of friends that tell me it's not hard to get there, but to maintain a world championship it is," said Valdez, who realizes there's a target on his back. All 4 fighters will be gunning for a win in November. It's definitely the Wild West. Get ready for the gunfight at the Thomas End. Thank you for watching videos like you. Remember the channel, register and comment below. Thank you.